everyone, my name's Miranda, and this week saw a Super Bowl game that made history in more than one ways, but who cares about all that, guys, because during the game, we got our first look at Stranger Things Season 2, and man oh man, I am so excited. Stranger Things premiered last summer, and I, like a lot of people, fell in love with it and immediately wanted more, and I am so excited that we're getting our first look at it now, and I can't wait to see it. Check it out. It's probably going to be so fast that I'm not even going to understand anything because Super Bowl ads are what, 30 seconds each? So we shall see how this goes, but I'm excited. So let's check it out. Should I watch it multiple times? I think that's a good idea.
Look at my ego.
Oh my gosh. 11! Whoa, who is that? Who is that? Was that Jonathan? Who is that? Did Jonathan? My man? Alright, let's go. Oh my gosh, they look so awesome as the Ghostbusters. What the frick? The sound that makes Halloween? Wait. We have to wait for a Halloween. Oh my gosh, the Netflix thing flipped upside down. That's so cool. So as predicted, that was super quick, but we got so many looks. I just it's hard because this show is so dark, you know, that you can't actually tell who is who and what's happening. Someone flew across the room in an explosion. It looked like it was Jonathan, but I'm not sure because him and Will have that same kind of bowl cut, so I couldn't really tell. Then there was also definitely 11 upside down, so I'm assuming she's in the upside down somewhere. We heard Mike calling 11's name. There was some other kid that you could vaguely see. I think it was Mike based on the sweater. And then we also saw one of the kids hooked up to a doctor's office, but we were watching it through a video, and I think it was Will. I mean, it would make sense if it was 11 because obviously she's the one we saw in a hospital gown and hooked up to stuff in season 1, but it looked more like Will. The hard thing is I don't know what 11 is going to look like this season because I don't think Millie Bobby Brown shaved her head this year for it, and I know I don't know. It's weird because I remember after season 1 they were oh, we don't know if we're going to bring 11 back, and I was you're clearly going to bring 11 back. Don't even give me that BS. And now she's in the trailer, so they're obviously not trying to keep it a secret anymore, which I'm happy about because that was just such a dumb thing when season 1 ended and they were who knows what's gonna happen. I'm clearly she's the favorite character out of everyone. Clearly you're gonna bring her back. That just looked crazy. That looked so much like Super 8, that J.J. Abrams movie, if you've ever seen it, that big monster at the end, which I don't even know what the heck that was. It looked like it was actually happening, but it could have been in the upside down because I feel from what we saw in this, it's a lot harder to hide than what happened in season 1. The Demogorgon was kind of just contained to the kids and Nancy and Jonathan and Steve and the parents, and that's it. You know, no one else really knew about it, and it was kind of easy-ish to contain because no one really knew 11 aside from the people who watched her disappear. So it's not they have too many questions to answer. But, I mean, if the sky turns red and there's a giant thing that looks like it has 5 tentacles that's coming out, I don't know how you're going to explain that away. So I feel that might be the upside down. That might make more sense because I don't know how we're going to keep this contained. You know what I mean? If it's, overarching. And obviously Will is having some type of, panic attack or nightmares about the Demogorgon because we saw, I'm assuming those are his drawings, right? Because he liked to draw in season 1, that was his thing, so he's probably having nightmares about it after we saw him throw up that black stuff, and he definitely still has a connection to the Upside Down, I feel it's just how strong of a connection is it, and maybe that's why he's in I don't know, it was hard because I think that was him that was hooked up to the machines and wearing a hospital gown, but I don't know who was with him, because it looked more like Mike's mom. It didn't look like Joyce. It's hard because I feel it's been, what, a year, I'm assuming, or less? So they could look different, the characters, and some of the actors do look different. I don't know what 11 looks like if they put a wig on her or anything. I don't know what Joyce looks like. I know Hopper, definitely saw him in there, and I know Nancy, I think, is going to have shorter hair because Natalia has shorter hair. So I feel it's hard because I'm trying to, picture what season 1 looks like. But they all kind of look different, you know? The only thing, too, is that when they were, dressed as the Ghostbusters, I like that, but Will was missing, so I really feel I hope that they don't make Will disappear again because A, I'll feel bad for the actor. That poor kid never gets to do anything because he was barely on season 1. And B, I just think I don't want them to reuse the plot. I want a new plot. You know how like when Hangover came out, everyone loved it, and then Hangover 2 came out and it was the exact same freaking plot and like everyone was like, we've done this before? Like, I don't want that to be Stranger Things. I don't know, like I'm anticipating it and I'm super excited for it, but I feel like it could also be one of those ones that has sequel fatigue, you know, where like it didn't really need a sequel. It kind of ended a bit nicely, like if they had just cut out Will barfing up some upside down stuff and 11, you know, she just disappeared. Oh well. So like as much as I want a season 2, you know, I'm still a bit worried about it just because I feel like they were so like, maybe they were intentionally being like, we don't know anything, but they just seem like so kind of uncertain about where season 2 would go. I know they said it was going to be outside of Hawkins, so this is definitely going to get bigger, which I like because then they won't be relying on the same plot. But if Will disappears again, I feel like I'll be super disappointed. Like they'll have to really work that out somehow good that I won't be like, oh, not this again. We didn't see any of my favorite character. Well, maybe we saw Jonathan, but my second favorite character, we didn't see anything of Nancy. I really love Nancy, and I'm more excited to see her storyline because I hope they're gonna take her and make her more than just a love triangle, you know, because they said Steve, Jonathan, and Nancy's gonna be a love triangle this season, which woohoo. So, but I like that in season 1 she was more than that. She was like trying to find her best friend, so I hope they give her something more to do than just, is it Jonathan, is it Steve, because I will get super friggin' annoyed if that's it. I did like the end, how the tag is Stranger Things 2, and not just like season 2, but like 2, because the first season, if you watch it, it truly did feel like a movie. So I'm excited that now they're treating it kind of like a second movie, a sequel. And like I said, it definitely looks so much like Super 8. Like it gives me those feels of just like that nostalgia of the 80s, you know, stuff like that. And just like these weird things that like they don't look too CGI, which is cool. And I really am excited for season 2. Halloween is so far away, but like that is a perfect time for this to come out, you know, because it's so creepy. And I can just picture like on Halloween night binge watching this. And Halloween's not a Tuesday though, right? Oh, it's gonna suck. We're gonna have school the next day. Oh well, school's canceled that day. It's Stranger Things Day. I declared it officially. You're welcome. That's about going to do it for my reactions. If you have seen the trailer, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below. I'm sure there's tons of things I missed because like I said, that was so super fast and most of it was just me trying to guess who I was actually seeing on screen, except for Hopper. That man just has a silhouette that I would recognize any day of the year. I mean, the sheriff's hat helped too, so you know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel down below too. We do want to make all sorts of new videos. I also have a season 1 review of Stranger Things if you want to check that out, and a top 5 Jancy moments, aka Jonathan and Nancy, because I absolutely shift them. So check those out if you want. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!